From life.
Yeah, from this like not that like social media is that much of a drain on me, but it's just nice to like not be able to.
Right, definitely. I get it. Also, we're live, just so you know.
Oh, yeah. So no more shit talk.
I mean, you can shit talk if you want, but shit talk is now recorded with, however, 0 viewers right now. So it doesn't. I guess it doesn't really matter, anyways.
Like, I don't know. Are you gonna post this as the part of the VOD? We're just shit talking to the VOD right now.
Correct. Yeah, you're shit talking to the VOD right now, not to any
VOD
humans.
viewers get wrecked.
VOD frogs. Yeah. All right.
I know a good number of people who watch the VODs of these. So.
Do you? That's awesome.
Like there'll be like, I can never watch the stream live, but I watch the VOD.
Oh, so they just like treat it like a podcast.
Yeah.
Us talking shit. That's fun.
Yeah. Like 3 or 4 people have told me that.
That's cool.
So, yeah.
How's your? I saw you launched a Patreon because Rowan pushed it out there. How's that going?
Yeah.
Are you a rich
Not
human
too bad. No, unfortunately, I have like 4 patrons.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in and add more tiers
to
that. Because right now it's just like a support me tier at $3.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go in and add tiers for like if you pay a certain amount, whatever the tier is, it's gonna be. I'll do a video review for you for that month, right? Like you send me a video, I'll review it and send you back, like record something and then send you back the video of me recording your fight or whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense. So. Is it like a? Are you gonna give like a fixed? I was wondering about this. Are you gonna give a fixed number of recordings per month or per week or something like that?
Yeah, I think it'll be like
because you have to
whatever
somehow.
At whatever tier, like a certain tier, like whatever it is. I haven't really thought out the pricing yet. I've been kind of playing with some numbers, but whatever tier, it'll be like you get one a month. Send me a 5 to 10 minute video of you fighting, and I'll critique it for you. And then I was thinking at a higher tier, you could maybe get more a month, and then maybe at an even higher tier, I would actually like do it live with you, like. Get on Discord and actually like schedule a time. But I feel like that should be charged at a higher rate because that's a little more logistically hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the other way, I could record, like you could send me the video, I could record it at like 2 in the morning if that worked for me, right? Or whatever.
Right.
And then send it back
so you have a flex schedule.
Versus having to like have a schedule. So I was just playing with that a little bit.
Cool.
I'm thinking about it, and then I'm gonna add the tiers in. We'll see how it goes.
Is it people who are not your immediate family subscribed or patrons?
None of my actual blood relatives have subscribed.
Nice.
But close friends.
Close friends. Yeah.
Yes.
I assume.
Like right. Too Tall is one.
That's nice. Good on Too Tall.
Yeah. MT is another one.
Awesome. FYP is for your pleasure, right?
I have no idea. I'm not the wrong person to ask them.
Oh, that's right. Chat. Hello. Welcome in. John and I are just talking, shooting the shit, talking about Crown coming up for him this coming weekend, maybe Beakley. There will be, as you can see, I've got the second cam set up on this side, and we'll be watching Steerbach practice tonight, kind of background. Yes, I am going to Penzik. I'm very excited about it. When I discovered Penzik, now 11 years ago, I have not missed one, and other than my first one, which was 1 week long, I have been to 2 weeks ever since, and it is a blast. So I intend to do it again this year. Definitely one of the favorite vacations of a year.
Yeah, Penzik is the best.
Yeah, going there the second one. Yeah, chat saying they're going to the second one. You should be able to see chat in real time, right?
I pulled up the stream.
Oh, okay. I don't know how much. I think I have a little bit of delay on it, but.
Yeah, but I can also see it. You're right. I can also see it on Discord. So.
Cool. Let me put a post out saying that we're live, letting people know. Chat, if you have anything that you want John and I to watch, go ahead and send it. Drop a link, send it, whatever it is that you'd like to do. Otherwise, we'll probably watch a little bit of footage as we go.
Yeah, we don't really have a hard plan tonight, so if people have some requests, I'm happy to fulfill those.
Yeah, there's some stuff we didn't watch from last time. I wanted to show you that one armored shot that I'd been working on. That was
I'd love to see
Ruby.
Yeah, I assumed we'd go through the rest of the Ruby footage. So.
Yeah, there's also other. I'm sure there's other stuff. I thought I downloaded all those AI photos. I wanted to use one as a. Are you at all nervous about Crown, or are you just excited at this point?
I am nervous in a good way right now. I feel pretty good about going into this crown.
Okay, nice.
The format, they're doing a different format. Like normally on steering crown is always single limb. This is a pool into a single limb. So like
Ooh,
pool, they'll take the top
that's
8.
a lot more fighting. So it's it's on Stewart Crown this weekend, the one that John is
On
fighting.
Stewart, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm from on Stewart, so I'm fighting on Stewart.
Yeah.
So that format I think favors me a little bit better actually, to at least get top 8.
Okay. What is because you traditionally just do the double limb, right? And on Stewart.
Do we single limb?
Oh, single. Okay. Yeah.
Single limb 2 out of 3 is usually the format, so it's pretty brutal. Like if you get like last time I drew a Duke in the first round and it was like, well,
And just got knocked out. Yeah. I
gave him a good. I think I gave him a good fight, but he ended up being top 3. So, but I think a round robin will be more fun, and I think I have a better. Like I think I do better. The more fights I have, the better I tend to do. So
Yeah, exactly. Get warmed up, get moving.
Warmed up and stuff. Yeah.
Elspeth, as a mid-realmer, have you been to Crown? I want to find John. I want to find. I think I'm gonna use my the photo that I have of me with the background cropped out from the Pokeball.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna post that one. That'll be a fun one. I want to actually attach my Twitch this time instead of.
Yeah, good.
All right, you should be able to see it and share it now.
Cool.
I've been to a few Crown tournaments, but I've never fought. I'm also a rapier fighter. Oh, okay, got it.
Okay, yeah.
I have here in Lancia, they do Crown typically, and it does change from year to year. But the last several that I fought in, like 4 or 5, have been pools into your top 16, and the pool's size varies, but it's been 4 pools, which I really like because there's a lot more fighting. It's just more total fighting. For years before I fought Armored. So I've been fighting Armored for like 3-4 years now. 3-4 years, something like that. But prior to that,
like 2020, right?
Yeah, exactly. Basically pandemic time. But prior to that, I went to a few Crowns, and it was a lot of fun just to go and watch as a rapier fighter. I think it's a blast.
Armored fighting is pretty fun to watch, in my opinion. I mean, like watching all kind of fighting, but armored fighting specifically it's easier to watch than rapier, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like you have a preference of which style of fighting you like better right now? Rapier or heavy?
Oh.
Or does it depend on the day?
Depends on the day. It goes back and forth.
That would be my answer too. But
it just kind of depends on what I'm like. Right now, it's armored because I've been doing a lot more polearm and greatsword training for Crown.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
And I really enjoy getting up in people's like grill, right, hand to hand, stick to stick, because I am able to really kind of use my grappling experience.
Oh yeah,
I don't have to look like I don't have to look at people. I can like go under or over and kind of like move their momentum. It's like sticky hands with the pushing the shield across.
Yeah.
Slide them. Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, for me it really just depends on the day and like what I'm working on, and like rapier is always fun because I'm better at it, so that's always hard to not enjoy something you're good at.
Yeah, exactly. I think I derive a ton of fun in like learning new things or trying new things, right? You know that.
Yeah.
I told you that before. Chad, if you don't know, I love trying just new experiences. Like if a scale of enjoyment is like 1 to 10, anything that's a new experience, even if it's like a 2, becomes a 7, like it's like a automatic +5, I will enjoy it the first time. And then the second time will probably be whatever, closer to what it actually is.
So the novelty is a big deal for you,
Huge.
essentially.
Yeah, because in my head,
That makes sense. Yeah.
one of the things that I learned, someone else phrased it a little bit better than I had. Like I always just said, I want new experiences. That's what life is for me. But one of the things that I heard recently, I was on some podcast or another, the guy was talking about how you only remember the first time you do something new. And as in like, that's why like it's hard to remember all of the times you've driven to work because they blend together. It's really the first time you drove to work, and that's a new route to you. And after that, it's kind of becomes old hat, right? You can't. I bet you can't even recall some of the like going to a fencing practice at that tennis court.
Yeah.
Like you probably couldn't differentiate this week from 2 weeks ago from 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
like in your brain.
No, definitely.
But maybe the time I came to visit was different.
Yeah.
And you remember that one, and that sort of.
In a book I read a long time ago, there was this advice about how you should try to look at everything with new eyes because, like, as you were saying, like the first time you drive somewhere, you're like, oh, this is all new experiences, so you're like paying real close attention to everything.
Right, exactly, yeah.
And then by like the 50th or the 100th time you've gone somewhere, you're really not paying attention, and so you're not really being very observant.
Right, like choosing to be more present, so you absorb the.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's essentially live in the moment rather than And I think that has stuck. I think I heard that one. I was like in some. It wasn't even like a. It was a fiction book, right? It was just some novel I read as a kid. It was like a kid's book, and that stuck with me for like whatever it's been, 20 years or something. That's point probably.
Right.
So yeah, it totally makes sense.
Big Melee was Penzig 50 for me. That's awesome. So Penzig 50 was that your first one, Elspeth? John, I'm gonna go fix the camera. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm looking at my own screen and like it looks like cattywampus.
You need a vamp.
Is that more level?
Ye-
It doesn't look more. It looks more level on my my little viewer screen.
It still looks a little crooked, I think.
All right, we need a tilt. Okay. Is that more level? Fuck, it's hard to tell.
I think that's more level.
Okay, it really is hard to tell. Should I put my face over the humans, like the stuff here? Would that be better? I don't really know.
Do you mean having you big and them small?
No. As in this. I go like, I hide myself so that way you can see maximum fighting.
Oh, yeah, that's probably better. Yeah.
I'm thinking that looks better. And then chat should be. Yeah, chat was pretty good I think it was pretty good where it was. A little higher up, so it's not blocking the footage. All right, cool. John, question.
Yes.
Do you think that you're going to go fight anyone in A range? Like by choice?
Oh, in Crown?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
You think you're like, there's people out there where you're like, I'm going to fuck you up in A range, so I'm going to go core.
Yeah.
And
So,
like playing Sieg.
anytime, not that I want to give away too many of my Crown strategies before Crown, I guess, but
Yeah.
if someone has a smaller shield, to me it feels very safe to fight them in core or A range because I have a bigger shield, and so I can use just kind of stuff their sword, and I feel like they can't stop me from hitting their leg.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Or leg, or like it's just a very safe range to fight it, and I can get a leg, or I can maybe get an overhead wrap or something. It's like they have to make a choice if their shield is a little smaller, right?
Got it. Yep.
And then I feel like I can get a lot of stuff if we break, like we're in core and then we go to break range. I feel like I can get a lot of either a leg out of that or a slot to the face offside, right? Like there's a lot of opportunity in that breaking of core.
Yeah. Okay.
Or even a stab there.
Yeah. Okay.
So going there is safe, and then leaving, I have a moment like it's dangerous for me there, but I feel safer in that moment than against a lot of fighters.
Yeah,
so,
you open up opportunity there. I think I agree with you.
So
and that's very much the Lachlan meta.
Yeah, which is how I've been.
That's how you've been playing.
The system I've been training with,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
So, and if you look at the fights I had in at the finals of Warlord, like I feel like that was a good combination of going to core good opportunities too.
Okay, yeah, agreed. Yeah, you look very comfortable across the board in Warlords.
Yeah.
Isn't it in your Ancien culture where it's like, winner of Warlord is a good predictor for Crown?
That has been historically been the case, yes.
So you got to try to hold it down for the.
Sven won. Our current king won Warlord last year.
Oh, okay. There you
So
go.
either the next two crowns would be the like this one or the one in the fall, or sorry, the one in the winter would be like as would be predictive. Like that would either would count.
Right.
but I'm gonna try real hard. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I just won. I won the last heavy tournament I fought in, so
Yeah, that's
we'll see.
fucking great.
I don't have to fight Sven, which is nice because he's king.
There you go. One less hard fight. Who do you think are the kind of the big hitters that are joining?
Well, not Lachlan.
Right.
I've heard that Duke JP is entering and would like to win. Other than that, I really haven't heard much, and they haven't released the list. So,
Oh, okay.
And they're not going to. They're gonna just like see who shows up. So.
Oh, they're not gonna leak the.
Yeah, because you can still sign up. I think you can still sign up for Crown like day of.
Oh, that's wild. I've not ever heard that as like the thing to do.
Yeah. So we won't know who's fighting until Saturday
Day
morning.
of. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
There is gonna be a live stream. I don't know if I told you that. So.
Let's see. That's Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow? No, 2 days from now.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, you're right. What the fuck? What am I doing Saturday? Oh, I'm teaching university. If I am not actively in my class or Alex's class, we'll watch it, which is a pretty good chance since I think my class is first thing in the morning. Your shit won't.
And you're already an hour ahead of us anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I bet you I will be able to see your fight.
Yeah.
If nothing else, on the drive home from uni.
And I'm gonna make sure I have a ton, get all my fights videoed, and maybe even try to video the finals and stuff. So.
Lachlan has whinged about how little video you take.
Yeah.
Considering
I did better at Warlord.
You're the
Warlord
video
was
guy.
better.
Aren't you supposed to be the video guy?
I am the video guy, but I also hate actually being the one to film. It's the ironic thing. I like having the video. I just don't like filming.
You know, I filmed all my last crowns, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of help.
I'm gonna ask. I'll probably ask Drew to film my crown fights.
Yeah.
She doesn't have anything to do. She doesn't find heavy. So.
Is Drew going to be there?
Yeah, she's gonna be there. Yeah.
Hanging out at Crown. That's cool.
Her and Sam are gonna go up. So.
That's awesome.
So we'll have a lot of tension. Even though it's far, it's not very hard to all the way up to home, and we live in Texas.
Oh, it's a far Crown. How far is it from?
It's a good like 7 drive.
That's a hike. For a Crown. Are y'all? I assume you're crashing in both directions.
We have a hotel
Yeah.
for Friday.
For just Friday?
Friday and Saturday night, I think.
Oh, and Saturday night. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So it's not awful. Hopefully.
That was a good stab. Was that a stab?
Yeah, that was the slot thrust. I haven't. This is the first time I hit one in a tourney.
Let's see it slow mo.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to like. What's the backup 10 seconds key?
Arrow keys.
Oh, I don't have that on my keyboard. That doesn't exist.
You don't have arrow keys
Yeah.
on your keyboard?
I don't have arrow key on my keyboard. That's
Do you
fun.
have like a gamer keyboard or something?
Yeah, it's a condensed keyboard. Oh, I don't know if I can hold it up. This is my keyboard. I don't know if you can see it in the corner of the screen there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's condensed. It only has.
That's really.
It doesn't even have like functions or delete.
Yeah, there might be if you hit. I think if you hit Control Shift, it'll bring up a hotkey list.
Oh, Control Shift.
Did that work? Is it Control Shift?
No, I didn't do squat. That's fine.
I don't remember. There's a way to bring up the list of all the hotkeys on YouTube. And there might be another way to go back and forth by like 5-10 seconds, but I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
I usually just use the arrow keys because.
What else? No big thing. All right. Let's watch this. Yeah, you can see that left foot forward.
Oh yeah, I was about to point that out. Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
Now, right here, I do that that lunge step essentially.
Yeah.
And look for that angle because I could see a little bit of that separation. Like right here, you can see it's hard to see because of
Yeah.
the angle, but like the end of his shield is like middle of his face. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I see half his face. Let's try to shoot for that. And in my head, it was
I mean,
like even if I don't hit this, I don't think I want to get punished for it.
yeah. I mean, in general, if you can see it, you should be able to hit it, right?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It depends on I suppose it's the context of range and how confident I am
Yeah.
throwing it.
Yeah. That looks very safe because your shield stays forward, covers you.
And I bring this across because I'm panicked about his retaliatory offside.
Yeah.
But I do disappear into the ether here in terms of
Yeah.
distance. I think I hit his neck. Yeah. Actually, I leave it placed. And I remember, I think it was Felix who told me, like, if I thrust a person in the body, just always leave it there so they can't walk toward me. Is there any other footage that you took? I know there was the footage from Slav.
Yeah. I don't have any other footage. I have
The
all the
QC,
footage.
right?
There's the QC. There's footage of like. There's all of Drew's fights from Warlord, and there's all
Ah.
of Santi's fights from Warlord, and then there's the finals. But we watched those already.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
Is there any other
my
armored
final
footage of
fight.
you?
There's the other armored. I sent you the other armored footage, but it's all on Facebook video.
Oh, right. We watched most of it, I think.
Yeah, we watched all their. We watched. That's pretty much all of my fights. Like there was the couple. I think she
Oh.
filmed everything but like the first 2 rounds.
That's so few, I feel like,
Yeah.
fight-wise.
Well, it was only like there was like a 30-person tournament, so there was like
Okay.
double elim, so it ended up being like
That's still pretty good in terms
five
of,
or
like,
6 to 7 rounds, 7 to 8 rounds, something like that.
in terms of number of people, that's still pretty good, I think.
Yeah, there were 50 in the rapier tournament at that event.
That's huge. You said you have Drew's, are Drew's fights posted
Yes, let me find them.
on your channel?
They're posted on her own channel. I don't remember what she fucking called it though.
Oh. What?
It's like
It's fucking rude.
it might be like Marie Young or something.
Oh. I searched Marie Young, and the next word that came up was thug.
Really?
Marie
Seems
Young thug.
appropriate. Okay, yeah. Hold on, let me just send you the link.
Yeah, yeah. You doing it in Discord?
Yeah. Because I can just send it in this chat. Oh, the last thing that was posted in this chat was
the Dom vote. I like that one.
dumb.
I'm excited for when he gets back. Maybe I can have him physically here.
Yeah, because he's gonna live nearby, right? Not too far.
Yeah, like reasonably nearby to actually make it out for a stream.
Mhm. I was thinking if, depending on what Mike is up to, maybe we would swing by either you or Jay at Lauren's house on the way back from Penzik, and maybe we get to see Dom, because I know he'll be around. He'll be back like in town,
Yeah.
right?
Y'all are welcome to crash here as long as you want, and there's plenty of space. I can promise I'll feed you.
Yeah.
Clothe you too if you really want it. I don't know if you want clothing from me, but you know.
We should be good on the clothes.
Maybe everything gets destroyed in
Destroyed?
Penzik. Yeah, it fucking melts. And you don't have clothes anymore.
True. Don't pull your dagger back.
What the fuck? Is Marie officially your student yet? Like,
I'm gonna give her a caller at Penzik actually.
okay.
So
Oh, awesome. Are you guys gonna do that as like a more public thing, or is it like a just in camp?
yeah, we'll do it. I'll do it probably like I like to do it like before or after one of the battles. Like
Oh
just,
yeah. Okay, so in front of that tent. Are we allies this year? Or are we?
I don't know
opposing?
which. Do you know which side you're fighting on?
I have no idea.
We're fighting for the east, I believe.
What is that thing called? The arm shield.
He basically strapped a buckler to his arm and is holding a stick.
Yeah. No, there's a term for the buckler, the forearm shield.
I don't know. He said it was something like Slavic, like
Yeah. Okay.
Polish or whatever. I think.
I've seen it before. It's a thing. It exists. What do you think is the thing that Marie could work on right now? Better. Like, what's the return investment?
The thing that we've been really working on with her a lot recently is trying to make her sword move a little straighter. which she's actually did pretty good at this event. But
Okay.
that had been the thing, because she would kind of pump her shot,
Got it.
you know. So, and then and I think right now she tends to only counterpunch, and I've been trying. What I told her after watching her fight, I haven't watched these videos yet actually, but having just been
Oh.
there at the event, watched her. I filmed all these fights actually
Okay.
because I didn't fight in this tournament.
But now you can actually like go and analyze this.
Yeah, I thought she wasn't really lunging very much. Like she was just kind of wait for someone to attack her, and then they would overextend, she'd kill them. And I was like, well, I think there's some of those fighters that you could have just like reached out and hit.
Right. Yeah.
Cover blade, attack.
She's getting pushed, like bullied into a corner in terms of
Yeah, so I think
ring
she'd
craft.
be a little more like being aggressive is kind of like a very vague term, but essentially she would
Yeah.
be a little more aggressive or assertive on the field, right?
I think Tora explained it as like distance and time are intertwined, right, by necessity.
Yes.
And so by having more distance, you have more time, which means if you bully back, they throw at you, you do something to kind of threaten them, even if you don't mean to commit. You gain back time, which in the future you can use as a step back. Which I like that like version of it.
We also need to work on her like sword mechanics are not great.
Yeah.
Yet. We've not worked on that much, but
It's got a little bit of like the flail to it. Like I'm trying to chase
Yeah.
you, not the I'm confident about where you're gonna be.
yeah. But
Is she at your
in
local
general, she's
fight?
doing. Yeah, she moved back recently to because she lived
Florida,
in
right?
Florida,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And now she lives in Austin. So she lives about 5 minutes from my house.
Oh,
So
okay. So you see her fairly regularly.
yeah, 2 or 3 times a week at least.
Yeah. Plenty of practice and events. And
Practice
And
events,
trivia, right?
trivia night. Sometimes she comes over and we just like fence in the yard, like do an extra practice.
That's cool. Bros being bros.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, honestly, I've been generally pretty impressed with her progression with only about a year of fighting.
Oh, she didn't keep her. If she kept her guard out, that'd be a win
Yeah,
right
and
here.
you
If the guard stayed
and
right
you
here and pointed in.
Yeah, and you can also see her flat is turned to the blade now too.
Yeah, yeah.
This is talking about blade mechanics. This is something we need to work on more.
I very rarely go 2 or 4, like full prone or supinated.
Uh-huh.
I'm very like I usually am playing in the in between.
Yeah, so kind of like a half between 3 and 4 and
It's a
3 and
gradient that I play
2.
with, but it's rare
Yeah.
that I actually hit either or.
Yeah,
I actually think it doesn't matter that it was her flat, in my opinion. Here, it helps a little bit. Like, right, that's shaving off a couple percentage points of quality.
sure, but yeah, it's more that her hand came back.
It's when her
down.
hand came back and she ceded so much of the leverage of her blade. Right,
Yeah.
and now they were able to turn the corner because of the blade to blade position. But she could have just left that hand out there, even if it hit flat. It's like an epee parry.
Good point. It would just slid it into the
Yep,
guard.
straight to guard, and then if it was flat, she'd still at least have the keons, the high low of the keons, or quillions to defend and throw.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Maybe you fight sword forward with her for a while, and just force the reps on the mechanics.
Yeah, I was thinking about that actually.
I was having this conversation with Felix this last Sunday. We're talking about that. I'm like, I think you get better reps just practicing bringing your blade forward to control theirs. I think he was feeling frustrated that like one of the things he gets like asked to do more is have his blade presented and do more blade mechanic things. But he's like, no, I'm just gonna use my dagger and then touch their sword and kill them. And I'm like, yeah, I think the good people will not let you get to that measure.
Well, I see what you're saying, but I think that it's usually more about like there's ways to get your opponent let you touch their sword with your dagger without ever using your sword.
That's true. Absolutely agree.
And so maybe you argue that's more advanced stuff, but I feel like you can kind of learn all that, and then you can kind of fill in the sword mechanic stuff at the end, which is kind of how I learned it.
Yeah. I mean, I
Maybe
same,
that's
but
maybe that's not ideal. I don't know. I definitely had a lot of like I've had pretty good success even before I learned that. So
right.
I feel like I think maybe we have this like there's a lot of like pressure to like use the sword and like be proper with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that that's actually true, or if that's just sort of like something that people feel should be true.
Right, because it is sword play after all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm like,
agree with
well,
you. Right, a social
so
expectation versus a
yeah.
actual
And
functional thing.
I tend to question those kind of things heavily, right?
Yeah, I agree. To some extent, I think you know what? To me, the easiest sword thing to teach is if they go like so. If you imagine, um, they go a little like they present. I'm just gonna do it to the camera. If they present a little too heavy to the like a cross,
Hmm.
that you can just literally just push all the way through that blade, right? Steal the
Oh,
angle.
yes,
Or
yes,
if they present
yes.
just slightly too open, now you can throw into 4 essentially and throw down the line.
Yeah. I don't disagree with
And
that,
that's
yeah.
only like like a 6-inch window to either direction
Yeah.
that you can like abuse. And basically, if you can move your body in a way that their sword is lagging a little behind, you can catch them in those actions or
Mm.
probe, right? Force that mistake.
Yeah, I was talking with Miles the other night about uh, having Miles has not been he's been very busy with other life, so he hasn't been able to
Yeah,
be super active recently.
he's got his franchise going.
His franchise
Yeah,
going, yeah.
yeah. Has it leaked
But
yet? What franchise he picked up?
I know I don't. He's told me what it is. I don't know that it can be said
Oh, okay,
online though.
okay. Yeah, all good.
Um. Anyway, I was gonna have we were talking about how because he's very good at blade mechanics, right?
Yeah.
It's probably one of his best things. So I was gonna bring Drew to like try to have um her
Yeah,
have
learn
some
more.
time with
Yeah.
him. Yeah, because I think he can teach her some of that stuff pretty easily. That I could build on it. So, and I'm very into having all of my students like if there's things that I'm like I think someone else actually teaches this a little better than I do or understands it better. Like go learn that from them.
Right. Or at least get a diversity of.
Yeah, different ideas. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I honestly think one of the biggest things is also learning how you learn, like how
Yes.
you absorb information. Because I like someone can say something and have like literally the same. Like you and I can teach somebody the exact same information, and just the
Mhm.
way we convey it might register better with one person than somebody else.
Oh, totally, totally. Yeah.
Oh, she did the thing that I would criticize. She did not step back.
Yeah. No, yeah, I
Step
agree with
back
that.
parry. If she took a small step back, would have had plenty of time to get that parry across. Oh, and this is the upright. Oh God, I got.
Yeah, I don't know that that was good, but
Oh, the shot. I don't know.
yeah, they're talking about it. It definitely was close. And if it wasn't good, it was just he missed.
Yeah,
Oh, I guess the refighting.
I think from a teaching standpoint, like if it were my student, I'd be like, don't let their blade touch you. Be better than that.
Yeah. Obviously, yeah. You don't want to get lucky, right?
Correct. Yeah, I never want to bank on them messing up. This person loves that like stomp step. Would you call it your
Yeah.
heel tap? You call it a heel tap.
I call it a heel tap, but I would not say that was a good execution of a heel tap.
No, it is very heavy
Heel
footed.
tap is just adding in, like, it's just a little stutter in
Yeah.
your lunge.
Yep.
Everyone, they're almost exclusively people do the heel tap, right? Like, good fighters pretty much all do heel tap,
Yep.
right? Like, you do it, Tora does it, I do it,
Yep.
Mike does it, like, there's no example, there's very few examples of not people doing it. That was just him fucking around. I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah. Right.
Trying to provoke an
I think it
action,
was
but it just
provoked.
wasn't,
Yep. A
yeah,
provocation.
he just wasn't. So, for example, this was actually a fight that I told Drew later. I'm like, I think that you probably could have covered his blade with your dagger and killed him thrown down the
Oh
center.
yeah,
And she kind
absolutely.
of
It's right
just,
there.
yeah, and she just kind of never does that.
Okay.
And I was filming this fight, and I was literally screaming in my head, just fucking
Yeah, one
throw.
small step forward, put the dagger low, and throw.
Yep.
Or show where you're going to throw and disengage to the other side. However, so once she learns the confidence for that, what you have to worry about is that they are ready for the dagger to come down, so they disengage high and ends up being a
Yeah.
double.
And then you teach the force the sword to where you want, then cover, then throw.
Correct. Yes.
Which is the advanced thing.
Yo. Or the what's that glissade?
Glissade, yeah.
Glissade. Yeah, that's right. Like whip that
Yeah.
shit out of the. Yeah, she almost. Right?
Yeah, you can do it with either sword or dagger too.
Correct,
I've been
yep.
playing more the last year or so with like the dagger parry that just like flings the sword
Yes, I
away.
love it. Yep. Same.
You're like, fuck your sword out of here.
I can do it with dagger high. I have trouble doing it dagger low.
So you go from high to low is easy versus.
No, high just being high the whole time. They throw, I pick up the parry, and I can fling the blade once the parry is picked
Oh,
up.
so you fling it up.
Yes, or like really out, right? I'm going against
Oh,
their.
interesting.
The
I
dagger in
usually
hand.
throw it low. Like I like to throw it into the dirt.
Oh,
Is
I
what
want to like open up their arm, like fling
Yeah.
it back behind them.
I mean,
past
I
their
think
shoulder.
I do it. I try to think of it either way, but I think if I more often than not, I throw it low.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I wonder
yeah.
if this is a height thing between us.
It might very well be. You have to travel less to bury that blade in the ground. So
Yeah.
one of the ones that Tora does that I can't replicate because I don't have the reps in it is he does the same glissade with his main blade by provoking a straight center line shot. Like, hey, come straight down the middle with your blade. And when they throw, he steps back, and then when he throws back into it, their blade flings into off of their hand most often than not.
Oh,
More
yeah,
often than
yeah.
not. He does that really well because he's shown it off in some chemo fights where it's like the opponent's blade just gets like on the ground.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Miles
I
is
don't have
actually
that.
really good at that.
Is he
Miles is
the
actually
flinging? Okay.
Yeah. So it's from his tennis background in a weird way.
Oh, that like the whip of the hand.
Yeah, he just has a really good way he can intuit kind of how to apply power to another object from like, right, like from using his tennis racket to hit a ball, he can use his sword to hit another sword, right? Like
Okay.
for some reason he's figured out how to transfer that over.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, he was demonstrating to someone the other day, and we were just teaching, and I just held my sword up, and he just flicked my sword out of my hand.
Yeah.
And I was
Oh.
like
What the
very
fuck?
well demonstrated.
Yeah.
I was like, I meant to do that.
Who
Not
else
really.
is Robert? Robert's another person who's good at it.
Yeah. Connor actually was really good at that too.
Yeah. He was. I agree.
Farmer Connor.
Farmer Connor. Yep.
He was very good at that. Yeah, she gets a little more aggressive here in the later half, but
What was the format for this one? For the rapier?
single fight double limb.
Okay. Yep. She has 20 minutes of footage, which means she did pretty well.
Oh, so actually, I forgot to say this. So it's the main tournament is a double limb tournament, and then if you get knocked out of that, then there's a non-peer tournament. So if you're not a mod, you can enter, and that's a double limb. And if you get knocked out of that, then there's a non-grant level tournament. If you get knocked out of that.
Okay.
So there's like this tiered tournament list, and they do that for both heavy and the rapier tournament.
That's
at this
cool.
event.
What?
It's really cool. So like an AOA level fighter, like a new fighter would get a minimum of 6 fights.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Versus a mod or a knight would get a minimum of 2 fights. But
Right. If you get your.
yeah.
If you happen to get knocked out as a mod.
Yeah. So the fun thing is, my first time I fought in Warlord, I won the AOA level.
Yeah.
For heavy, and then the second Warlord I went to, I won the Grant level.
And here
And
you're
then the
winning
third Warlord,
POI.
so it's like literally I've just climbed the tier every time.
That's
I fought.
awesome. What a story.
Yeah.
They give you scrolls.
No, they give a scroll for the overall winner, not for the lower level winners. They give a
Okay.
prize, but no scroll. So
I was gonna say it'd be cool
But
to
it's-
have that progression on your wall.
yeah, I feel really good about that progression. Like it shows steady improvement over the last
Oh,
three
absolutely.
years or 2 or 3 years, whatever it's been, right?
Yeah.
So,
Have you heard any
that's pretty
rumblings about you getting your belt?
yeah, I've heard some rumblings. Yeah.
Are there okay? I assume you don't know. Maybe you do. I don't know, but I certainly don't. Do you think there are people that should be ahead of you in the queue?
I felt like there was a couple, but one or two of them, a couple of them got knighted very recently.
Okay.
And then one is moving out of Kingdom. So
Do you think that you are at this point, assuming that person moves out of Kingdom, the next in queue?
I think so.
By, like, skill.
Me or one. Yeah. Me or one other guy.
Who's the other guy?
I think so. As far if you're just talking like pure prowess wise,
Yeah,
me
like
from the best unbelts and on steroid right now
yeah.
are either me or Magnus.
Okay, yeah. That makes
I
sense.
would have said Hari got knighted at Warlord.
Okay.
He's very good. He's Ragnar Squire, was Ragnar Squire, and then Wilhelm's pretty good, but he's moving to Atlantia actually.
Yeah. Maybe he gets his belt here.
Yeah. Um, I hope he does. I like him, and I wish him well.
Yeah.
So,
I might reach out to him.
yeah.
Like
I told him to
maybe.
beat you up. So,
Yeah. He's moving
I was like,
kind
oh,
of
you get
close
to
to
go.
me, like within an hour.
I was like, you get to go beat Boomy up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I've been
Yeah,
working
he said
pole.
he's reached. Yeah,
You see, he's reached.
I'd love to see y'all fight. You fight Pull against him. Actually,
Yeah, we'll love
that'd be
it.
interesting.
We'll love it.
Um,
Okay. I think step on. So that was fine. Okay. I was just seeing what happened
mhm.
in her base. So the step had like a slight inward trajectory
Yeah.
between that with the upper body rotation. I think she probably went a little more forward than she meant to, which caused that heel to rotate out and then start the ankle roll motion. But it doesn't look like she rolls her ankle and just comes down instead. I think boots or whatever it is helped.
Flipped a little.
Yep, just helped prevent the full roll.
Did she hit him as she was falling though?
I don't know. Oh, I think by body language it looks like he's taking it. Oh,
Or I guess I
yeah, slight
keep.
roll on that front ankle. Hopefully it's okay.
I think it was. She fought the rest of the day and the next day.
Okay, so that said, knowing her, I can see her stubborning through it as well.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily a good thing. Chat, welcome in for those who are hanging out. John and I are watching his student Marie's fights from Warlord. Maybe next time I run, maybe I'll pick up an Armic shift and on a larger event and try the tiered mod to GOA to or POA GOA AOA.
Yeah.
I like that format. That's cool.
It's a pretty fun one. I've enjoyed it every time.
You need at least one MOL and one Marshal per tier. And I guess you would start with all of the Marshals helping with the big tournament.
Yeah. So what you do is and you kind of like sometimes they'll wait till the first tournament is over before they start the second tournament, and sometimes they'll start it. They'll kind of run concurrently, and then you'll get like the second tournament will be going, and then people will be getting knocked out of this one and joining that one as they go.
Yeah.
So it kind of depends. You can do it different ways.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. It's like, do you then like allow open entry into second tournament? How does
That's
that
what they
work?
have in the past years. Yeah.
So it just stays
They'll just
open,
call you.
enter whenever.
Yeah.
And you just get random
They
packs.
this year. I think this year they waited until each tournament was over before they started the next one. I think. But I don't know. I didn't fight in the Rapier tournament, and then the heavy tournament because I won the first tournament. I couldn't fight in the.
What if
I tried it.
What if the GOA and the AOA tournaments are bear pits where you have fixed lives or something like that?
Oh, that's a cool idea too. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, Marie's in chat.
Marie. Yeah, we're just talking about you and how you fucking rolled your ankle a second ago.
Yeah. They didn't wait until the tournament was over to start the other one. Is that what she's saying?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the assertion here. John's disappointed in your lack of aggression with your dagger to pick up blades. He was just telling me this.
Yeah. I still get a little bit of a weird out when I see people fencing without gloves.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's
I do
totally
it.
legal now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I do it. I don't mind it. Okay. Marie, while I have you in chat, do you want to play like actual in like both present chess at some point digitally? Because I feel like
Present
slow
chess.
chess, I'm like forgetting that it exists. and then like scrambling to make a move 3 days later. It's like too slow. Also, I think I figured out a lot on the meta of chess. Like I understand it way better in my head.
You're pulling your dagger back when you throw out a lot on this fight. So you know Lorenzo, right? Boomy.
Yeah, definitely.
The next fighter is his was his son. The next fighter.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. That right there.
Yes, exactly. That
Oh.
is.
Classic John criticism.
Yeah. It's
Could
the really
could keep this arm basically right here.
yeah. It is the most classic John criticism.
Yeah, it is. It is. Did you reg for Penzic yet? You and Mike?
So I was about to do it, and then I'm gonna wait till after Crown.
Yeah.
Because if I win Crown, then I will not camp. I'll camp somewhere else.
Oh, got it.
Unfortunately, yeah. If I win Crown, I'll camp in on Stewart. I think that just makes sense
Yeah,
to them since I'm
you should.
be friends.
I mean, you
But
could do the Peace Week, maybe the Peace Week War Week thing.
yeah, I was thinking about that. Yeah, but I'm just gonna wait until So I'll just register, maybe even on Saturday after Crown.
That was still a
Saturday,
good
Sunday.
cross parry. You came back with the dagger, cross parried and
Yeah.
killed. That was pretty.
The timing was pretty good on that attack.
Yeah. Yeah, there goes that dagger back. This is Lorenzo Jr.
Yep.
That's cool.
He's been fencing maybe about a year. He's doing pretty good though.
Oh, you're doing the thing where your dagger cross parry is fully horizontal as opposed to vertical. You want to make
Yeah.
that cross parry vertical.
He'll cover more.
It'll
More
cover more than your
space.
Keons. Yeah, the blade will cover way more than Keons do.
Yeah. Also, you probably could have, if you had thrown that crosshair better, you probably could have thrown low with your sword. And you might have gotten him.
That's a pretty good pick up there with
Oh,
the lean.
yeah.
I don't love it.
Yeah.
I would rather you step back and keep your stance instead of the oh shit lean, which is this, the oh god, the boxer lean.
I honestly disagree, but it's like better to have that than not, you know?
Correct.
It's better to
way
not
better
need
than
it.
getting hit.
Yeah.
I still think the step back,
Yeah.
Oh, couldn't see that one. I was behind the camera. Oh, I see. That sounds like better ring craft. Oh, we
I
were
was
talking about that
thinking of
earlier too. Like you can,
Yeah.
if next time you see me, I'm happy to show some ways to push your opponent back without committing forward. Maybe that could be a video. John, if you need some videos for your Patreon, let me know.
Yeah.
Oh, good cross parry. That was a lot more vertical.
Oh, we got your arm.
Yeah, it looks like the clipped, both arms clipped. I hope the new job is going well, as well as we're wrapping up school.
A double?
I think it's a hip to. Couldn't tell where the other shot landed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Double reset. Oh no! Got juked out.
Yeah. That was pretty good by him, though, actually.
Yeah. That's a good pump and throw. That's the heel tap. I think.
Let's see.
Pen step. Stealing room.
Probe high.
Yeah. Good sneaky gather step right there.
Yeah.
Like provoke high, disengage. Oh, there's that double disengage. And they kept their hand pretty forward. A little bend at the
Yeah.
elbow.
His knees are doing some wonky shit right now, but other
Yeah,
than
that's
that,
fine. That's not the worst. I don't love it, but it's not the worst.
it's not the worst. Yeah.
I'm a little worried about him chopping his arm off. I don't love. I don't
He
love
should get a real dagger instead of the whatever
the axe head.
tomahawk.
Oh yeah, it's not. Isn't that a throwing weapon? Am I crazy?
I don't know. I assume it's not sharp, otherwise they wouldn't let him bring it on the
No, but that
field.
thing's
But
gonna hurt like fuck when you cross parry yourself with your axe head.
oh yeah. Oh, so this was Ragnar here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's been remember. He won the AOA level of the Rapier tournament.
Nice. Do you think he's doing it out of like kind of the part of the job?
I think he enjoys the like learning a new thing. You know, like having a new
Right.
challenge. He's definitely pretty good at Rapier. Like he's so fast,
Oh
and
yeah.
he has great
He
footwork
looks like
from
he's
heavy
slimmed
fighting.
down since Adult Swim.
Maybe his. I mean, he's wearing the chainmail might be slimming rather than,
Oh, maybe. I mean, he's got.
and he's not wearing any armor under his tunic.
Yeah, maybe it is just the length of the. Not that I thought he was big before.
Mm. He just wants to fuck around. I mean, yeah, pretty much. He ordered he ordered his own fencing stuff. Like he's using Sven's gear right now,
Uh-huh.
but he ordered his own. He
That's
ordered
cool.
his own. So
I think that's great. Fucking around's fun. I was like, Folky's been doing that and doing it like getting a lot of dubs.
Floki fucked around enough to win Queens.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm saying. Working on that deep lunge. Was that a double?
yeah. No, he just got
Oh,
it. I
yeah.
think.
Oh, why is this continuing?
Is it the final? This was like a semifinal, so it was a 2 out of 3.
Oh, I see. So it changed for the semi. And
Yeah.
finals. Oh, okay.
This is a semi of the AOA level. Um, I think Ragnar was another fight that I had told Drew that I thought she should have been applied a little bit of pressure back because he's so fast with that lunge that would you just let him
Yeah, he gets to
let
take
him
his time.
yeah, you need to like do something to make him at least kind of worry about attacking.
That was a very fast, but also a very telling gather step because you saw
Yeah.
the bounce. Like if
But I wonder if what he was trying to do was sell it high on purpose. So he gathered up,
yeah,
point high, and then threw low.
yep.
I'm pretty sure that was intentional. Also, watching how he fights heavy and watching how he fights foam and amp card, this is what he does a lot.
Oh, okay. The high low, the drop
The
shot.
high low.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
essentially a Miguel shot, but with a little further back.
yeah,
Very
yeah.
similar idea.
And heavy, he does that as kind of high, and then he throws either at the leg or the low ribs. You know.
The pump. I feel
Yeah.
like the bounce that he's giving is a little bit. It's excessive
Little too
for
much.
rapier, but it's perfect for armored.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure that's the habit, right? It's a
Yeah.
cell armored, a high block.
Yeah. I did pickups with Ragnar and Heavy at an event about a few weeks ago, about a month ago maybe, and he was just killing me a lot with that little like stutter throw.
Yeah.
And then we took our heavy gear off and we put rapier gear on. We fenced, and I killed him with the same stutter step.
Yeah.
To throw. We just killed each other with the same
Yeah,
technique.
he's
On
more
the
practice,
field.
right? That's how it goes.
More practice on it. It was pretty funny though.
This person's doing really well. I keep seeing them.
Bias, yeah.
Yeah, Tyus.
But he finaled in Warlord, so lost to Lorenzo.
What do you teach your students to fight lefty? What are the adjustments?
I usually say to just shift the guard over to that side.
So like fight the person next to them.
Yeah, or fight. Yeah, you got to fight the sword, right? Like the sword's on that side, so you just shift over. And then sometimes This is a Miles variant that he kind of me and him, more him we came up with was where you go to like a horse stance.
Mm-hmm.
We specifically came up with is a counter oratio style.
Oh, okay.
Um, to basically go horse stance so that you can keep your hands more centered, and if they retreat on an angle, it's easier to cut the corner, right? Because your
Okay.
feet
Because
are
you're already turned.
oh, you're already turned, and so you can just take a step with either foot depending on which way they go.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That'd be a good video to make too, actually.
I don't agree with it martially, personally. I think it's more work than is necessary.
I've moved away from it a little bit, if I'm being honest, because I feel like I can just go forward so much faster with a more traditional
Yeah,
stance.
that's exactly my reasoning. It's like
Um,
your threats and your reps are on the
yeah,
linear movement.
it does seem to work pretty well though.
One of the things you don't do that I think is a weakness in your particular game is you don't do your. So imagine you're fighting a lefty, that high parry with your sword immediately to a throw.
So wait, say it again. High parry with sword
Yeah, with your
parry.
swords. Yeah, exactly. So you don't do like a parry to the outside with your sword and then throw, which is
No,
which is
I
how
do
I
not.
killed Torres in the Ansioran. Because he's used to people fighting for the outside line, so they want to push
Yeah.
inward because it's stronger, and so that everybody's fighting for the outside line. But the ability to like do that and throw, that's also what killed me. Master Matthias out of Trimaris knocked me out of Ansioran, or no, knocked me out of Golf Rose some years ago.
Yeah, golf rose. Yeah,
With that exact
they don't
same
do a lot
exact
of
shot.
sword. Yeah, I would usually just cross parry that with the dagger
Yeah, yeah, you'd
rather
be
than
either
sword.
looking to probe or dagger involvement. But I think that if you have that movement, you're able to catch a lot more people. Because I know you traditionally have some trouble with Taurus, like that lefty and high caliber.
Yeah, true. Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't feel like lefty. Maybe a little bit of lefty. It's
Also,
like, do I have an issue with lefty, or is the Torse just a hard fight specifically because it's
because
Torse?
it's Taurus, maybe.
I
Marie,
don't know.
when I searched your
I would.
name on YouTube, the first thing that came up was Thug. I don't know what the fuck you did, but
Was there more Ruby Joust stuff to watch, or?
yeah. Let me see if I can find some. Are they fighting like that? Oh, they're fighting right there. Here you go. Chat.
Oh, should we watch
We're
some
we're
live?
going back to some live fighting.
I got some cloak.
Yeah, this is steer bar practice. It looks looking small tonight. Last on Tuesday, I think we had like 13 or 14 or something. There's a lot. It's
Oh,
packed
what?
in here. I
You have
think
practice twice a week there? Oh,
thrice.
thrice a week.
Tuesday, Thursday, and Sundays at the park.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's popping here. The rapier program in this area has been good for as long as I've been playing,
Yeah, I'm sure that's
and it's
how you came out of it.
yeah, exactly. And it's Ulfar and my cadet Enmar and who do the bulk of the holding it down here.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've been to this practice. It was when it was down the street at the park, but
banned. Get the fuck out of here, bot ass bot.
oh,
Diego says, John, remind me to discuss my anti-lefty style with you. I'd like to hear your inputs.
yeah, I would definitely talk about that.
Diego, what's your anti-lefty style, or is it too much to text? My anti-lefty style is. I don't think I have an anti-lefty style.
Hit them before they hit you.
No, I just for Torse in particular, I have to threaten three things in order to overwhelm his system. Otherwise, I can't. I have to both threaten his front leg, his sword leg, right? Because that's right there in front of me, and I'm in low guard, so it's easier. That inside parry throw and the outside capture throw. I have to do all three for me to be able to aggress into him. All right, John, you get to do a live reaction to Alex's fight here.
Oh, okay.
Her and Alfar.
She should get a dagger first off.
Well, I don't know why they're fighting without a dagger.
I mean, single's a style, but it's a choice.
Yeah, maybe they're just practicing single.
Yeah.
Diego says it's a slight torso rotation towards their blade and maintaining the inside line. Force them to take the outside and move past the point. Okay. So you go up the middle as opposed to fighting for the outside. The outside's stronger because your inside parry's mechanically stronger. But that pushing them to the outside and pushing them through the middle is, I think, very viable. John, what could Celestia do better?
I think she's losing the blade a little bit here. Like a couple of times she's attacked, had the control and lost it in the middle of her attack.
Yeah.
And then a couple of times she seems to have lost track of her opponent's sword as she's going back.
It does look like comfort of blade.
Yeah, but I feel like I assume she mostly fights sword and dagger. Would be like I've not seen her. I don't think I've seen her fight single before, honestly. So she's probably used to having the daggers as the backup to pick up that, and
Yes.
doing it all with the sword right now seems to be she's a little awkward for her.
Yeah, agreed.
Which I'm not like not too much shade. Like I also don't like single very much either. So
Yeah, you didn't even make it out of the fucking tournament last time you fought single.
yeah, that's true.
I want to keep giving
The
you.
year before that,
I
I
want to
won
keep
that.
giving you
tournament.
shit about that because you're gonna try to tell me that didn't count because you didn't make it to the top 8. That's like extra layer of shame, John.
At least I get bonked in the top of the head.
Yeah, that's true. I gotta fix my bonking. I've been working on it through Armored. I'm probably a lot less bonkable now.
Yeah, I mean, you're still losing the finals is still better than not making it out of the pool. That's totally good.
I remember you brought that argument, and my brain was like, "What the fuck, Jonathan? No way."
I'll fight dirty.
You know, something we could do is maybe run it back for that, whatever the fuck. What was that tournament we fought in? To the race for numbers.
Oh, the bear pit.
Yeah, I don't remember what the specifics of the bear pit was. Yeah, just the bear pit tournament, I guess.
Yeah, the bear pit tournament at Pennsic. Sorry,
Pennsic.
yeah.
What if we ran something like that back? Another like one-on-one, side bet one-on-one, but we did it via like who can get the most glissades or like legs or like the most limbs, right? Put a new
like make it
spin.
more challenging. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's not about winning the tournament. It's not even about doing well. It's about getting more leg snipes or hand snipes than.
Well, if we're doing
you
fucking
or me.
leg snipes, I feel like I would probably win.
You probably win that. But I would do like either limb sniping, like broad, or something else, right? Some way to do it.
So is it
It's
1
fun.
point per limb? So if you took someone's hand, if you took someone both of their hands, 2 points. If you took their leg and then both their hands, 3 points.
Yes, I think so. So you could take your
So
time with somebody.
So the meta would be to leg and then hand.
Stump,
To
yep.
get them,
Yeah, to stump
to get the
them.
most points out of
Correct.
someone.
Yes. Yep.
Or you could go hand, leg, hand, whatever it is. You just can't. If you do both hands
Probably
before the leg,
hand.
that would be how I would
I don't
do
know
it.
if that'd
Yeah.
be faster. Maybe.
I think it'd be easier. In my opinion, it's easier to take both hands once you've legged them.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on the person.
Fair.
I think it'd be a fun
It's
rule
true.
set.
Depends on the person.
That'd be a fun rule set to
That
play.
would be. We could talk. Yeah, we could talk about that. Yeah, it could be fun for the bear pit.
I thought that was one of my. For me, that's a highlight moment.
Of gold last
Yeah,
Pennsic.
of last Pennsic, yeah. That was a ton of fun.
That was fun. I was so fucking tired at the end of that
same.
too.
And we fought Armored, I think, earlier that day or something. the armor
Yeah,
points.
because wasn't that
four.
after the Allied?
Allied, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you fight Armored that day?
Yeah, I
thought you
fought armor. I fought armored in the. I fought the armored Allied battle.
Okay.
The same thing you did. The capture the flag thing.
Yeah.
I fought that. On Stewart wasn't like. Cause you know how they rotate people out,
Yeah.
right? On Stewart and fighters weren't like. We didn't get to go on the field till pretty late in the point until
okay.
like in that battle.
Got it.
But I did fight in that a little bit. So it's mostly just fucking standing around in the sun in armor for an hour.
You're right. You were just like chilling on the sidelines, waiting to be thrown in.
Yeah.
We're usually on the starting roster, like Atlantia is,
Yeah.
and
That
so
would make
if
sense. Yeah.
anyone who has the endurance just stays in the whole time.
Yeah.
I really do like that battle. It's a lot of fun. I get to play free safety, so I just always sword board, and because there's 360 engagement on the flag bearer, you're just waiting to see where what line their runners are gonna take.
Yeah.
And go hunt them down.
Yeah. Yeah, I fought at Spear last year, but I think if I did it again, I would probably fight.
I think
Swordboard.
Spear's the wrong meta for that specific battle.
Yeah.
That's a lot more fun, swordboard.
I've been actually having fun fighting sword and board in some melees recently, especially smaller melees,
Yeah.
where you can kind of skirmish. I find it more fun to fight sword and shield than spear. But
Do you think you have a quick kill? Is it your thrust?
yeah, I feel like I can fight with sword and board in a smaller melee. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I can actually fight a melee more like I do in rapier,
Okay.
with sword and board, because I can go like run people down and stuff, and
Right.
like rather than like picking at them like from a farther distance, I can be more mobile too. So um, I just don't like sitting in a static shield wall in a
Yes.
big melee.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
boring as shit, and I'm not a big dude,
yeah. Yep. And you just get
so I
thrusted at. All you do is
yeah.
literally sit there and get thrusted at.
Get thrust into like get your shield smashed into your helmet over and over
Yeah,
again.
uh-huh.
It's just
Literally
not
that.
fun.
That's the whole thing.
And then some like 300-pound dude just comes, runs at you, and like
I also
tackles
say
you. And
that's
I'm
the
like,
fun part, the charging, right? The
yeah,
column charge. If you're not,
yeah,
not built the column charge.
yeah.
In your
But like
case, get more muscle.
skirmishing with a shield is fun.
Yeah.
That I enjoy.
Do you have any do you have any fights that are planned for Penzik? Like champs fights?
I do not know yet.
Okay.
I do not know yet.
Diego says needs to focus on angles fulcrum for single while maintaining point online. Oh yes, agreed. Yeah, I think her blade like goes like tip and blade offline a little too much without bringing guard into the appropriate place. Um, cool. Are you excited? Are you more excited
Me
now? Yeah. Talking
for
about for
work?
Crown.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I was like,
I feel like I
we've been
said,
talking about it.
I feel pretty good about this crown.
All right. Chat. I want to call it there, and I'm actually gonna go practice a little bit. I think
That sounds good. Yeah.
grab some passes to people. Thank you for hanging out, John. Always appreciate hanging out and
Yeah,
talking
of
to
course. Yeah.
you. I look forward to watching Crown, and the weekend after that is your
After that, I will be in
in
Canada.
Canada. Yeah, yeah. If you are able to stream from there and or take footage or something like that, I would love to watch.
Yeah, I might. I think we're leaving. I think we're leaving to go because I'm flying up to Boston and then driving with Ronan MT up there.
Yeah.
I think we're leaving on Thursday to go up there.
Can you record me a walkthrough of the site? Like, just take your
Yeah,
camera and just walk through and then kind of talk
yeah,
us through it, give us an interview, and then you and I
yeah.
can watch that walkthrough together on stream. I
Good
think that'd
idea.
be
Yeah,
cool.
that'd be good content too. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the site looks super badass,
Yeah,
so I'm really
exactly.
excited.
Yeah, I would love to see. I mean, that point of view, I'm sure would be interesting to a lot of the folks.
Yeah, yeah. And I think Slav's gonna be up there too, and for the event, and we're gonna be staying in one of the houses. Which
Oh,
is
you
cool.
could have Slav. So you could be the camera person and have Slav be the tour guide, the
Yeah,
personality. Which I think would be
Slav
fun.
and Rowan are both super entertaining.
Yeah,
So
in very different ways.
yeah, very true.
Cool. I look forward to seeing you. Hopefully, maybe you win crown. Oh well, okay. I'm gonna put an asterisk on that. I want you to win crown, but I also want you to hang out during Peace Week.
Oh, okay, yeah,
So
yeah.
there's
I
my
thought you were
my.
gonna say you did want me to win crown because you wanted to win crown before me.
No, no. I still want you to win crown, even if it was before me. I would still celebrate that win. However, I would be sad if you couldn't like just have the chill vibes during Peace Week that we did.
Still going to Peace Week regardless, so
Right, but
I think
if you're
that
not
could be able
camping
to
with, it's a little less.
yeah,
The same.
yeah. It would be a downside, but still be fun.
It'd be a small downside to a pretty huge thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. I will catch you later.
Yeah, have a good one.
Goodbye, stream. Have a good night.
Goodbye, chat. Yeah.